Good morning! Chip, chip, cheerio. Hope everyone is doing great. It is Friday. Second best day of the week, besides Saturday. Some people could say Friday is the best. What is your favorite day? Let me know in the comments. No, I'm just kidding. It would be cool if y'all would go back on some older lives and just drop a random comment here and there. That would help, because all these comments over here in the live chat don't count towards the algorithm for real comments. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Pete. Good morning, Christopher. Good morning, TC. Hope you gentlemen are doing great. Yeah. If y'all four would go ahead and get that smacking the like button out of the way, that'd be awesome. So, let's get into it. In my pocket last night, I had this in my front pocket. I've gained a little bit more liking to the ergonomics on it. The build quality of this knife, just like Still Addicted said yesterday, is amazing. Like I said, I would be happy to trade all my knives for ones of this quality construction. Morning, Tegan. But I've grown. I used it quite a bit last night, and it is very slicey. I will tell you that. The hollow grind does help that. Oh, you got a Primo and a Stiffy D? That's pretty awesome, Christopher. I'm sure they'll sell pretty quickly. So I had that in the front pocket and this in the back pocket. I'm getting kind of I love this thing so much, but I'm gonna have to swap it out just because, for principle. Yeah, Pete, and you may like it. I just can't imagine somebody with smaller hands liking it better, though. I just wish it didn't carry you so far down here when you got the comfortable grip. Yeah, the Shaman is my favorite Spyderco, Mr. Tegan. I love my Shamans. It's partly why I love that new square hole one so much. My Shaman is actually kind of missing at the moment, which is very odd. No idea why my Shaman is not just right here. Oh, it is. What knife is what? This one? It's the Vespa. Yeah, this one does have perfect action. Yeah, I bought way too many knives yesterday on AliExpress. A little bit later in the day, the new Lamia came out also with the milled blade. So I ended up grabbing one of those too. Yeah, and let's see. I guess the easiest way to get to them would just be to go to Reddit. Let's see. There's Mr. Christopher's Stiffy D and Primo. How much are you asking for the Stiffy D? I wish it wasn't black. Ugh. 125. Good price. Huh. So, yeah, I was trying to find the link. Oh, yeah, I wanted to show y'all this. So, my buddy put some epoxy in the skelly, and that's what it looks like on the other side. And this is before it cured. So that ought to turn out super cool looking. Let's see. But I wanted to show y'all. Oh, the link. I don't know what I'm doing. So this is the new mill blade lamias they made. My mouse is still not working the greatest. They have a close-up where you can see the milling. There you go. So they did finally produce one with the milled blades. Of course, y'all know I grabbed the plain one. I don't like the fact that it's dark gray, but I can always change that to bead blasted gray. That's the one I grabbed. I like the new pivots too. I think the pivot's new. I don't remember mine looking like that, but maybe, who knows. Let's see. Yeah, the Proteans, I ended up grabbing 4 of them. I got the plain with the drop point and the radial pattern one with the drop point. And then I got the, well, I don't even know how it's listed. Shouldn't be too hard when you type in Lamifshi to find it. But of course, it's not going to be anywhere close to the top. It's on the Nighthawks store. There we go. A few of them have sold out already. Wow, a bunch of them have sold out now. So this shows you what people like. And all 3 of the skelly ones. Why are there... I didn't notice they did a skelly one with the cutout and without the cutout. What in the world? So yeah, I grabbed the plain. I grabbed the radial, this one right here. I grabbed that, wait, sorry. I got that one right there. the plain with drop point. I got that one right there, the Warncliffe with the pattern. I got that one right there, the frag with the Warncliffe. And I got that one right there, the radial with the drop point. Can y'all still hear me? Is something going on with the chat? Is anybody here? What is going on this morning? People are not very active, which is fine. I'll talk to myself, I guess. Good morning, Robin. Yeah, I can't believe how many are sold out now. It looks like 8 of them. But I guess the Skelly is the only one they did with the solid blade. Huh. That's kind of weird. So, yesterday, after the stream, I managed to learn a bunch. So, I learned quite a bit about this forge, but I did get it made. And I nearly had a catastrophe trying to get the tube out of the middle. It was a nightmare to try to get the tube out of the middle of this thing. And as you can see, I dented up the top of it up there at the top because of how hard I was having to bang on the back of it to try to get that bottle out. But I finally did get it out. And I let it dry overnight. And I have not tested it. We are going to go see if it gets hot here in just a second. In fact, might as well just go ahead and do that now and let it be warming up. So let me see here. I think we got the camera, the mobile camera in effect. Yes, we do. Let me switch the microphone over to it. Oh, I'll tell y'all what all I did wrong when we go in here. Let's run in here and see what we got. So, one of the main things I did wrong was I thought that when I mixed up this stuff right here, when I mixed up the plaster of Paris and the sand, I thought it looked too runny, and so I kept adding some more sand and plaster of Paris, and I made it too thick. So it set up way too fast. Here's the little pieces I had to cut out of the metal. But anyway, I cut it out way too fast. So, I mean, I made it cure way too fast. So, and then secondly, I put these legs, I didn't put them far enough down on the bottom of it, but they actually worked out kind of perfect. They hold it just where it's right off the ground. And when I had the thing in the middle here, I had to bang it out from the back. So I had to lay this on the edge of the trash can where this would be down in the trash can while I was outside. And I literally had to take a hammer and the back of it here. Oh yeah, so I punctured the paint So the reason it's black around here is because I punctured the spray paint can and it sprayed black around all this bottom where it was, where it came out around the can. But it's pretty good right now. This thing is good. As you can see, it goes right into the inside of there. But I have not fired it up. But if you wanted to, you could put the legs farther down. It's just made it to keep from rolling, really. I mean, you're not really doing much. But I've got a piece of metal here, and I've got some pliers that I can... So we're going to try to get something red hot. I'm going to start... I'm just going to turn it on, and we'll go in there and talk some. Give me just a second. Hold on. All right, so I've got this torch lit, and I'm just going to put it down in here. And as you can see, it sits pretty perfect, and we are getting heat. So we're going to let this heat up for like 5 minutes. We will come back in here and check it. I think everything's good at the moment. So yeah, y'all don't let me waste more than 5 minutes before we come back in here. And I kind of don't want to leave it at all, but it's just right there next to me. And it's out in the middle of the garage floor on a stop sign. Yeah, it wasn't too bad with the mess from the paint can. I just barely punctured it when I was drilling the holes for the legs. So yeah, I didn't puncture it really big, so it just kind of fizzled out. 620. Yeah, okay. I might run out there to check just beforehand. I'm gonna take my sorry, I thought I was on the camera. I'm gonna take this out there and we're gonna check it to see how hot it is. So we'll get a couple of readings here. I kind of think if we're just going to be talking for a second, I'm going to go back out there just because I don't feel safe. Yeah, well, I think the problem is I just mixed it too thick. So it set up way too fast. So I should have just left it liquid and then everything would have been fine. So my advice, whoops, hold on, I didn't switch the microphone back to my phone so y'all wouldn't have heard me the whole time I was in there. Give me just a second. Microphone. All right, now we're back on my phone. Yeah, so it's just equal parts. 1 part plaster of Paris, 1 part sand, and 1 part water. Don't do any more than that, and you'll be fine. It just started setting up super fast. So here's what we got so far. Let me see where we're at. So you can see the inside of there. Let me see if I can point this. We're about out here in the front. Let me see. We're only about 300 degrees. But if I go back in the middle, we're probably up to like 600. I don't know. We'll have to let it go. It's starting to glow. Oh, I'm backwards now. What in the heck? Sorry. I wonder if I should pull this back. Let me try to aim it like that. But right now, it's only showing about 600 degrees. I'm gonna go ahead and put this piece of metal in here just to see what happens. I kind of feel it's pretty safe. And I don't have a brick on the back. I kind of want to put a fire brick on the back of it there to help hold in the heat. And I don't really want to put this in there yet. I want it to get more red hot. So I feel pretty confident with leaving it like this for a few more minutes. Let me hit it one last time with the... I can feel the heat coming out, that's for sure. So it is getting warmer. All right, we'll leave it for a few more minutes. And then we'll come back in here. There's nothing within 6 feet of it, so it should be fine. I mean, hopefully I can use it and not worry about it. But this is the first use, so I'm just trying to be careful. It's not a federal offense. That's not a real stop sign. That's a fake stop sign. I bought that at a yard sale. Why do I cover the camera? Because I don't want to walk through opening doors and showing other parts of my garage, my shelves. And I don't cover it, I just hold it against my body. I kind of try to keep parts of my personal house. I don't want everything on video. To answer your question, Nick. Definitely not a federal crime to show a stop sign. You could have been given one or bought it at a yard sale like I did. Plus, I've got like a little bit of a mess in here where I just kind of throw stuff. And I just don't want to like air dirty laundry on live stream. I've also got shelves in my garage with all kinds of stuff on it, personal stuff. Yeah, I do have like a Bricko block, but I didn't want to set one against the back of it because I was afraid it might heat up and crack, especially being oh, I don't care about, wouldn't be the first crime I've been, I don't care, I'm not scared. As you see, I had it on film. And when it's for sale at a yard sale, and I know the house right down the road, and like I said, it's not a real one. It's one somebody bought. It's a replica. All right, should we go check the temperatures again? You're innocent until proven guilty, right? I've never even stole a street sign. All right, let's go see how it's doing. It's been 8 minutes total. So I'm thinking at the 10-minute mark we might get to 1,000. Could y'all hear me that whole time? I don't know if y'all could hear me. All right, we're gonna go back to the phone. All right, give me just a minute. I'm not trying to, I'm just really just holding my phone against my body. I've got a table set up out here in my garage floor with that sitting over here. I'm not trying to be all secretive. I'm just trying to not show any messes. All right. Let's see what it shows on the... All right. It's not heating up as quick as I would like. That could be because of my torch. I don't even have it on high. I don't know exactly where I should have it. I might need to get a better torch. This is all part of the learning experience here. I kind of want to set that in there and see if it starts glowing red. All right, we're going to come back in a minute. Yeah, I might need a better torch head. And they make one specifically for this to throw out more heat. Yeah, Nick, I know I'm going to lose heat, but it should get hot enough that doesn't matter. Just to show it again, just to refresh y'all's memory, if you go to Coffee Can Forge, if you go to the YouTube video on his, he doesn't have anything behind his. Yeah, that looks like a way bigger nozzle than I've got. And I can see that he's got it. See, he has his open. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to use my map gas tank. That's what I need to do. All right. I've got some canisters of MAP gas out there, but you shouldn't have to worry about the back losing heat. Yeah, he's got way more flame coming out than I've got, so I need to get a better attachment. Yeah. All right. Like I said, he's got a much better. Let's go back one more time. This will be the last time we go out there, then we'll start looking at new knives. All right, give me a second. I was getting up and down. Silly. All right, everything's still safe out here. Seems to be. How much you want to bet I'm not going to touch that metal with my hand? There's what we got in there. It's definitely going to work. Definitely going to work when I get the kinks all worked out. I don't know if y'all could see that, but it was glowing a little bit. All right. This is a little bitty tip on this thing. I need to get a bigger one for sure. But I do have MAP gas, but we're cooking. So I will use the MAP gas. I've also got, see, this is the kind of stuff I'm not really trying to show, but I've got shelves with all my stuff. This is a lot of my outdoor cooking stuff, but I've got a little buddy heater, and I've got one of those adapters that takes it from, so I can hook this up to the gun and run this to a full-size tank. But anyway, at least we know we're getting there. All right, let's go. Let me turn this. All right, we're good and we're back. We're ready to look at new knives. Once I get a new nozzle and hook up the MAP gas, we should be going. We only got to get to 1500 degrees, so. TheDropPoint.com. To answer your question, still addicted. Mine, like, how far as in, like, when it's closed? Are you asking me if I can see it? It lays right up next to the blade. I think you can see it down through there, actually. I'm not totally sure what you're asking. I mean, how well it sits in there, or how far it goes in, or how big the gap is between the blade. Let's see if I can. Yeah, you can still see it through there. Hold on. Well, I saw it there for a second. Let me see if I can get it on my hand behind it so you can see the light. Where are we at? It's pretty flush. It's pretty good. It's got great detent. I didn't do anything. I haven't touched this knife. I haven't even opened it up, which is very odd. What is a Kaiser military? Yeah, this one is sitting almost flush. There's not much of a gap there at all. I didn't buy but one, so I don't have any way to test. Oh, somebody asked what scales these were. These are DNA lasering, titanium laser engraved scales from Etsy. Just go to Etsy, type in DNA lasering. Well, Tegan, I'll tell you one thing. You won't be disappointed in either version. So pick whichever steel you like better. Oh, you like the look of the handle. There we go. All right, back to the drop point. Yeah, I know Still Addicted. We just went and looked. There's only 3 or something left. Still Addicted, did you grab one of the milled blade lamias? Did you get one of the milled blade labias? All right, what's today? Yesterday was the 23rd. We'll start with the fixed blades this week. Bonds Creek Knives, All Hallows Eve Badger. Okay. Aloha, John. Every time I say the lamia, that's what it makes me think about, Robin. Of course, it doesn't take much to make me think about that regardless. I don't know what's up with the red on that. Why there's only one picture. Oh, there's not. Oh, we got Elvira, Pinhead. We got some. Who is this back here? Weird. That's pretty wild. I mean, I know it's like blood spatters, but is it really there? And what's it done? Like, it looks topical. It looks like they threw that on there. It looks thick, is what I'm saying. It looks like it's. I don't know what they did it with, I guess was more my question. I knew what they were going for, but I just don't know what they did it with. Cerakote, maybe? Does it say? Let's see. Blood spattered pattern coating is all they say. Coating. I bet it's Cerakote. But it looks like they piled it up a little thick. Weird looking knife anyway. All right, Bald Man, Forager. He's Got this one on sale until it sells out. I like bald man stuff. I don't do enough fishing or bird hunting to need one like that, but I like it. Tag along, we saw that last week. Cool little over 2.5 or a little under 2.5 inch blade. You can tell how small it is because of the ulti clip. Jake B creates Hail Mary. I believe we saw that one. Oh no, that's pretty nice. Let's see. Handle, blade. Yeah, I kind of like that. I like the black and green one better. Yeah. How much from 275? Morning, folks. Morning, anybody else that hopped in? Let's see. Yeah, I like that Hail Mary a lot. Does it have any spec? Let's see. Handle. Overall length, 6.5. So it almost looks like the blade's like 3.5 and the handle's 3. Looks a little too much like a steak knife, though. The Black Dunes version of the Giant Mouse, GMF1XL. That's a beast. How long is that blade? 3 3/8. Oh, that's not as big as I thought it was. Not sure why it has that hole in the middle. Not sure how I feel about that hole. Do like Giant Mouse stuff. Seems like. See you later, Still Addicted. Have a good one, buddy. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that hole. Night Watch Knives, P37. Ooh, that's pretty sharp. Wow, I really do like that. Like it better than I should, probably. So the back tapers down to be pretty thin. Fingers would wrap around that pretty good. Hand cut jimping on the spine. Hollow grind. War wash blade finish. I like that blade finish too. A little pricey, but I like it. That blue is nice, but it's almost a little too bright. It says it's purple, but I think it's right in there, borderline between royal blue and purple. Check out the Plague. Aha! It's got that same hole. That's what made you think of it, huh? That one almost looks almost usable, that you could get a finger in that one. Or a second finger, I mean. Made for your middle finger. Huh. Weird. No, I've not seen that. Thank you, sir. All right. Carl Colson Knives, Texas Hunter engraved. That's a beaut, Clark. Almost seemed like I stopped by this guy's table. This name sounds real familiar. There was a bunch of these guys like this guy at Blade Show Atlanta. That name sounds real familiar. It was super cute. There was a bunch of old guys with tables and their wives would be helping them, and it was cool to see like some 70-year-old guys that were still had the love for making knives with their wives right there beside them, like helping them run all the sales and hyping them up. And a lot of the wives would come up to you and say, yes, these are from award-winning Carl Colson knives. And like they were really good at like being proud of their husbands. And it was kind of cool to see. I don't remember exactly if that's like what this guy's deal was, but there was a few of those older gentlemen who made awesome knives whose wives were there with them. The Knife Whisperer Harpoon Bowie. Oh yeah. That's a big old boy right there. Eight-inch harpoon. Maple burl. Yeah, that's a nice one. Wow. That's a big boy. N690. Yeah, like it. All right. Kentucky Holler Jack. I think we've already seen that one. We got some new colorways. It looks like ultraviolet acrylic. A lot of people want their knives to glow now. That's the latest fad. TC, how are you liking the Sugar Maple Jack? I still never grabbed one. All right, and yesterday, Walker Knives released the tracker. That looks like a comfortable little knife. The day glow. I like the simpleness of it. Got mix and match. You can get any color you want. You love it? Yeah, I was wanting to know how it was. I don't know. I like that day glow for certain knives. Flat tail from Montana Knife Company. Oh, that just made me remember a Canadian company that has been selling a fixed blade. I can't remember what the letters are for the name of the company. BK. Huh. But they're coming out with a folding knife. They've been making a version of a fixed blade. Now they're releasing a folding version. And I can't remember what the knife is. Or the company. Maybe it's BK. It's a, let's see. It's like BKMT or something. What's I don't know what I'll type. It's not that, but oh, maybe it is. BM knife and tool. BMK, yeah. Yeah, so this is it. So they've been making this field spec, a fixed blade, for a while now. And the Explorer. And they're coming out with an Explorer folding knife, which is in the picture here. Which I love the looks of it. BMKT Explorer folding Instagram. After a year in development, we're proud to introduce something entirely new, the Explorer NF, our first folding knife. See you in a few, Robin. But yeah, I think that's going to be a cool knife. I love that blade shape. That's one of my favorite, just plain, simple blade shapes. I wish we knew more about the specs of it. Oh, we do. No. Oh, yeah, here we go. Cutting edge, 3.55, perfect. 8.28 overall, so it's a big boy. And is that black Cerakote? What is that? Let's see. Oh, it says offered in both milled and non-milled variants, each with your choice of finish. So you can just get a plain Jane one. $350 to US dollars. The pre-order launches Sunday, November 2nd. Yeah, let me make sure I'm following them. I am. Oh, there's it next to Griffin Scout. So yes, it is a big boy. I like the looks of it too. Super clean. All right, back to the drop point. Stubborn, flat tail, stubborn. I get bored with their website. Like, a lot of their knives starting to look the same too. All right, today we got the Cub Blacked Out Edition. Oh, that's a cool looking little knife. It's got that same kind of blade shape. I love that blade shape. Got a saber grind. $3V. Yeah, that's sold out quick. No, it comes out today at Friday. Doesn't say what time. Coming soon. Yeah, that's a cool looking knife. Oh, they got the Stonewash. I wasn't even paying attention to the Stonewash version. Yeah, that one looks super cool. All right, like it. Overland X comes out. He's a new batch of those. Black canvas. I still gotta try one of those eventually. think I want the solid version though, instead of the one with the cutout. Huh. Alright, tomorrow, Half-Face Blades releasing their push dagger slash I won't even go there this morning. There will be people using that inappropriately. Pretty wild though, and like I said, everybody needs their stuff to glow nowadays. I don't know if that one actually does or if that's just lighting, but I think it does. Yeah, glow in the dark carbon fiber. Duh. Why don't you just read, Chip? Alright. Watchman knife, the Cliff. Why is it cut off? Why can't I see the knife? That's not it. That's it. That's not it. None of these are it. Can't see the whole thing. Is that it? That might be it. That thing's pretty mean looking right there. I like the randomness of the lines on it. Yeah, that's a cool looking knife. The Cliff. Gila Monster Eddie 2. That one says Predator. Oh, this is a signature series. Yeah, that looks like that'd be a pretty comfortable knife as well. Alright. TCal, Piranha, FLN 2.0, and the Agent. Piranha, FLN, the Agent. Our buddy Cal would like that one. The FLN. Sure that stands for something. Yeah. I bet our buddy Knives Are Life likes both of those. That one and the other one. I like that one. Three-inch blade. Yeah, that's a great little... TCal's doing their thing. Alright, now we get to the... We got the potatoes out of the way. Now we're going to the meat. Bulldog. Revision B. We saw that one last week. Man, sweet knife. Gotta love TRM. I just wish the one I felt would have felt smoother and not so... I don't know, they closed. You had to pretty much use your finger to close it. Would definitely not drop shut. I've still got to get one to get over that thought. Get me one that's really tuned nicely. Malibu, again, we saw that last week. That's a sweet addition. If you've never held a... ProTech just, I don't know, they have their locks down. Malibu feels great too. As well as my Integrity, I guess. Squid Industries, DLC Surf. Integral? It says Integral Channel. Of course, they don't show the back of it. Or even close. Hardened button lock. We partnered with the best. Skiff Workshop. Workshop. What did I say? So it comes with skiff bearings. It looks a lot like a couple of my Megarons. Blade shape. Squid Industries. They've got a few. They've had a few. I think this one, last one we looked at from them, Balisong. All right. Oh wow, that's different. Good morning, Mitchell. How are you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, that's a wild looking blade. Wonder what Pete thinks about that one. It's kind of his blade shape, but not really. Oh, it's a clamshell design. I like that too. That's a nice looking knife. What size is the blade? Oh, wow. 8.25 and 3.5. Man, that is a beautiful knife. Ryan Johnson. A button lock automatic. Aluminum handles. Let's do a designer Ryan Johnson search. Uh, is this him maybe? Nope. Let me add the word knife. All right, so there's right. Oh, CRKT. Looks like he's done a lot for CRKT. Oh yeah, that sheep's foot. Oh, that's pretty cool. Whoops. Dang it. Uh, there we go. I didn't mean to close out the window. What else has he got here? It's not letting me right click. Huh. That's pretty wild. He's got a bunch of pages of stuff. I saw, we go back to the Google search. Whoops. Ryan Johnson knife. I saw, oh yeah, right here. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Is he part of, I guess he is. Wow. All right. So he's part of RMJ. That's his initials. So that makes sense because when I go to this page, it says he's in Chattanooga, and that's where RMJ is. And there's the same kind of hatchets and axes as my pipe tomahawk. $65. These CRKT ones are very value priced. $40. That's pretty good price. Good morning, Cat Scratch. Don't love it, huh? But it's a good slicer. Looks like a hollow grind. Whoops. I think it's a hollow grind. Can't really tell, but love how the back is the clamshell. I think that's what gives it a little bit different sound. Weighing in at only 4.4 ounces, 8.25 inches long. Uh, 3D contoured titanium pocket clip. Yeah, it's got to be a hollow grind. It just looks like it. All right, Dauntless. Curtis F3 large. It's been selling the mediums. Large camo. That one's camo all the way down, huh? 8 inches, 3.85 inch blade. I just wanted to know the size specs. It's a pretty cool. Moorish made blades? No, I haven't. Maybe I should have put spaces. Maybe it's just one R. Samuel Moorish. Samuel. That's a good I was gonna say Quaker, but good Amish name. But there's some Amish guys that make some nice knives that the world never sees. Yeah, I like his style. Reminds me a lot of the. This one reminds me of the one I showed yesterday. That having a I don't know. Uh, the one I showed the Vanguard Vanguard, the Breaker. Sorry, it looks a lot like the Breaker. Uh, oh, not the. There's two knives that. This knife, the handle and stuff looks a lot like that. Yeah, the Breaker. but I couldn't. That knife is actually two different companies. That's why I'm having a brain fog. Because that breaker is actually it's two different knives. What's the continuum? Let me see if I can figure out what I'm talking about. Let's see. Tough knives. That's what I was trying to remember. Tough knives breaker, and then, but it's the same knife as the. Is it the same one as the one you just? Yeah, I don't know. What's up with Tough Knives and Vanguard? Did they? The way you find the exact one is type in Tough Knives Breaker Thumb Stud version. And here's the exact one. All right, yeah, there it is. So that's the one that they did the. I don't know. Because I thought the breaker. But that's the version. Let me see if I can open this in a new window. Go back. Click on this link. Click this link that I sent. So there it is. So that's the model I'm talking about. So the Tough Knives. Well, answer this then, Nick. Why is this one say custom thumb stud breaker, but if you go to the Vanguard breaker, I swear, yeah. So here's a Vanguard breaker, and here's a Tough Knives breaker. Okay, so that's the custom from him before he went to Vanguard. And that's the production version. All right, I got it. And I said that before you typed it. But you'll hear it in 30 seconds. All right, so that's the custom and the production. I got it now. I knew it had two names from two companies, and that's what confused me. But anyway, that knife looked a little like it. And I like it. I like this young kid. Yeah, I like a lot of his stuff. Actually. Yeah, I figured he still made customs like everybody does. Oh, that's a cool one. There you go, Pete. That's more your style, Pete. You didn't like the last one I showed you, but yeah, I like that a lot. I'm gonna have to go back and check out his stuff. I'd like to know some prices on some of them. I guess you just message him and ask him. But yeah, that's a sweet little knife. course, I'm drawn to the plain Jane, so when I see stuff with lines and holes, I kind of skip by it and go to this one. I don't know why, because there's a bunch of cool ones with cool blade shapes that have holes in them that I'm missing out on, but oh well. Like both of these, I wish the handles were just plain, like. Proclivities, I hate that my proclivities limit me from getting certain knives. Or even looking at some knives. I need to stop being so biased. There's one of those little ones, the Sputnik number 17. Of course, when you start making numbered customs, ooh, there's something about that blade slant. What's going on with that? Watch when he opens it, the blade canters up. It's not. See, it looks like the blade is kind of leaning up a little bit, just tiny bit. Looks like the straight line would go like right in here somewhere. Maybe not. Yeah, it's a little bit up. Like I said, when you start making numbered ones, you want to change the next number, so you throw a bunch of holes in it, or throw some notches in it, or throw a little pattern like that in it. So I get it. But if I was going to get one from him, I'd say, hey man, you ain't got to put all that stuff. I just want a plain one. Yeah, that one, the blade kind of looks like it goes up a little too, but that one's sweet. But I still think the blade is kind of like tilted up a little. Is that just me, or do y'all see that too? I can see it on a bunch of them. Like, I don't know, that one, a little better. That one looks straight. And you never know with pictures. A little bit of an angle can change it a lot, but that kid makes some awesome knives. Yeah, Pete, that's what I'm saying. Skylon. I want to know what his. Somebody find out what he charges. Nick, you're good at talking to makers. Find out from this kid, Morris Made Blades, what he charges for a good 8-inch full size one and a 6.5-inch smaller one, like that. The Sputnik and the like one of there's a Mariner, but I like that one we just looked at even better. The Sputnik and the what is that one called? That's a Sputnik again. Dang, do make some sweet knives. I love knives. Mariner's pretty clean too. It's a little smaller probably than I want. I don't like that little notch. The Soyuz. Yeah, that's a good call. I didn't even think about it, but we should just type in Moorish. I don't know why it's not letting me sort anymore. Oh yeah, it's up here that they moved it. Yeah, there's the one I like. This one, $600. Uh, well, that one's not the one I like, but it gives me a price. 600 for that one. Here's Sputnik number 15, sold for $385. That's not bad. $385 for the little boy. Yeah, I don't like that notch. Dang it, does he do it in all of them? Please tell me no. Here's a Mariner. Why did I say Mariner? Mariner. Yep, got the notch. But it's about the same size as a Lamia. Yep. Yep. All right, back to where we were. Let's see. We've seen all his Sonora Mojave, attention to detail, Delta. That's a Robin knife. Robin, do you have that one? When are you buying one? Kind of looks like Robin style to me. All right. Kurt Zimmerman, feather folder. Another art knife. Beautiful. Out of my price range. Wow. Cat scratch? No, but I love that knife. I want the plain Jane. We've looked at it numerous times. And I kind of wish I would have pre-ordered it. I wanted the hand rubbed. Let's see. Yeah, they don't even have. I hate their website. Oh my God, I hate their website. None of them are showing up anymore. I definitely wanted one. And I don't even know. I don't know why their website sucks so bad and why you can't even find like Nim Knives. Yeah, that's what we should have looked up was Nim Knives. I want to follow him. We went to their website at one point. That's the one I want, though. Morning, Sever. Yeah, that's definitely the one I wanted. I'll find one eventually secondhand. The Becerro I love too. I even like that version, which I love me some Jesper Voxnays. Oh, you got your tracking yesterday? That's awesome. I ordered, I got my tracking. They shipped out my my old guard yesterday, so it's on the way. Can't wait to check it out. Good old plain Jane. 8 inches long and Laconico plainness. All right, today well, there we go. They've been dropping stuff pretty regularly. A lot of people love their Demcos. Finch Devil's Finger for 85 bucks. Well, that's a weird one with some weird colorways. All 4 of those colorways are ugly. That's just too much blue. The black and red and the black and green are only decent ones. I guess I would go with the black and red, maybe. 85 bucks. I guess that's why they look so terrible. I mean, I don't guess they look terrible, but they don't look expensive to me, that's for sure, because they're not. White and brown, though, I don't know. Wish they didn't have to put patterns on everything. Then next week, small Sabenza 31s are coming out. Huh. And he's dropping them on Urban EDC. Well, all right then. Oh, that was the... Yeah. That took me to... Huh. That Nimble XT is a sexy knife. I mean, that right there is pretty dang clean. Yeah, I love my plain Jane stuff. Y'all wouldn't mind hitting that like button. Be your best friend. Michael, have a good day, sir. Yep. That XT is nice. It's got a reverse recurve, which is better than a recurve. Got a slight curve all along it. I like it. I like it a lot. That one's pretty too. All right. Let's see. Pro, Rosie's Rippers, Darkwave Truffles, Gen 2, Titan, Arrows, Primordial. All right. We've seen them all today. So if you weren't here at the beginning, this is what he did with that epoxy. Looks like he just posted the finished he suspended stuff inside it. But that fixes the sticking your finger part in it. Oh, look, he suspended glow stuff in it. I told you. That's the thing. That's the lesson of today, is that everybody wants something to glow nowadays. Yeah, he does a great job on his mods. He really took off and went running with it. But super cool. He messaged me a long time ago to ask me about something I did in my process about anoing, and then he just took off and went running with it. But there's where he poured it up, and then there's where it's kind of finished. Super cool. He does all kinds of work now for people. There's the one he did with the Skelly Rosie. Super cool idea to do with epoxy. Makes me want to try one. He said that he had to heat it up in warm water to do to get it out, so you don't have to worry about it coming out. Between the first prototype he did of this one and the second one, he had to remove all the epoxy. Yeah, he does great work now. He bought a whole he's got a whole kit, you know, for he actually bought he does Zerblasting. He bought some real Zerblast media. He's got a couple of cabinets now. He's been doing his thing. Let's see, anything else going on in Chinese knives? Let's see. Oh yeah, one more thing. They got some titanium Tonto versions of the PM2 for like $50. Yeah, so that's a good one. I was thinking I should grab one and get rid of my G10 one, but I just haven't yet. I spent too much money on AliExpress yesterday. I bought the Kosame whatever from the table at Blade Show Atlanta. I don't know where you posted that, TC, but that sounds cool. Uh, how do you? I think I spelled it wrong. Tritium Workshop. $10 a piece. There should be a place. Cheapest option. Here we go. $8 each at mixglow.com. Whoops. Yeah, that's where we just were, where they were $10. I think mixglow.com store. $9.50 to a depends on what size. Huh. Mixglow.com seems to have a bunch. Let's see. Mixglow. Cheapest option I've found recently. This place has stock right now. Oh, that's in the UK. I don't know. Oh, that looks cool. Yep. Gotta glow. Buyer's guide. Here's the guide and the brightest. Looks like they tested and figured out which ones were brightest. Archive.org might be down because of the Amazon thing. It's crazy how many servers Amazon runs. 2/3 of the internet was down, like, because their servers went down. All right. Well, think we're going to start winding this one down today. I'm happy with where I got with the $13 forge so far. I just need to get a better nozzle. I will work on that today. Think we were getting close to 1,000 degrees in the middle there, so we're 2/3 there. Oh, what are we looking at, Sever? That music's gonna kill me. Oh yeah, pretty sexy. Yeah, I like both of those. Yeah, both of those first two are nice. I don't know what we're looking at. Crazy. Yeah, that first one was sweet. Well, appreciate y'all being here with me this morning. If y'all need me, you know how to get a hold of me. Don't think I've got anything arriving today, but I may. Looks like I didn't even put the tracking in for that Monterey Bay. Oh, it's not going to be here until Tuesday, it looks like. Well, all right then. I did just add it to my tracking, so I'll have it. Oh, no problem, Sever7. Thanks for being here, buddy. Cat Scratch, good to see you this morning, sir. Robin, Mitchell, TC, appreciate y'all. Michael, thank you, sir. John, Joe. I didn't even see Joe pop in. Morning, sir. Nick, Robin, appreciate y'all. Pete, as always. William, Waylon, appreciate y'all. If y'all wouldn't mind smashing that like button on your way out before you leave, that'd be awesome. Tegan, thank you, sir. Books, appreciate you hopping in. Still Addicted, thank you for being here, sir. Christopher, Cliff, hope y'all have a great Friday. And anybody I might have missed, hope y'all have a great Friday. May it be happy and winning. Anyway, guys, love y'all, appreciate you, and we will see y'all tomorrow. I think this weekend will probably be the last weekend for weekend hours. So after tomorrow at 9 a.m. and Sunday at 9 a.m., we'll go back to 8 a.m. 7 days a week. It's going to be too cold for yard sales, and I'd rather just go ahead and get it done at 8 anyway. So anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow at 9.